Alright, so today, welcome back to my channel. Today we're tackling 2001 Chevy Silverado 1500 5.3 engine with the LS engine on it. Very comfortable. We did the stereo, we did the amplifier, the speaker, all the connections for the speaker. And today we're gonna do the window regulator. We will remove the window regulator. So basically what you do is remove 2 screws and you remove the whole door panel, and that's basically it. When I put it back together, I'll make sure I'll tell you how to do it, where to install the 2 screws, and let's get to it. So we have everything apart. The window does not work. As you can see, the cable is busted. It went out of place or is broken. So we will see when we take it out, see what is wrong with it. And if it is the regulator, we have the part there. It's brand new part from AutoZone, and we will reinstall the new part, get rid of the old one, and make sure we get it to work properly. All right, so for beginners, we have to remove the glass. Make sure you guys remove the glass first. And this is not necessary to remove, so you can leave it there. Sometimes these break because they're old, so let's not mess with that. Other than that, the door panel was removed. You have 1/8 size bolt right here holding the door panel. This is the only bolt that holds the door panel, so this will be here. It's a size 8, and then we have a size 10 that goes here. This is the size 10 that holds the door bracket thing to open the door. So we remove this. Once we remove this, we remove the whole bag that covers up for the dust inside, and we'll get to this. All right, so we have one size 10 here, one size 10 there, and that'll free the window. We'll be able to remove the window up and down. Once we do that, we'll remove the elevator, which is 1 bolt here, and that'll release the window come down so we can remove the window up here. So let me get to this and we'll be right back. All right, so we tackled down the window. We remove this bolt, we remove the other bolt, which is here. Now we can lower the window. It was 1 and in there 2. They have these spaces here. You can remove it from here, and you can remove it from here. If your elevator is really busted, what I would recommend is grab a screwdriver, stick it here, and push it up. Once you push it up, you can hold it and remove it with the other hand on both sides. So now we're removing the elevator, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, I believe, and 6. So we have 6 for the elevator, but I don't think we need to remove this one. So we're going to remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 size 10, and I think it would be able to come out. I will remove this glass right now, and I'm gonna see if I can have my phone record it while I do it, and if I can, we'll show you guys how it's done. 1 second. All right. All right, so we removed the glass already. we had to remove this little screw right here to move this rail out of the way. Once you remove this rail out of the way, the window can incline and come out like this. So that's how it's done. Now we're gonna remove the regulator with the motor and we'll see what we can do with it. We'll be back with the video. So we remove all 6 bolts, 1, 2, and 3. And on this side it'll be 1, 2, and 3. And now we can remove the elevator height. And we'll see what went wrong with it. And we'll see if we can fix it or if we need to. Okie dokie, so we have the new part and we have the old part. The old part, the little wire fell apart. It got tangled in the little motor. So basically got stuck, wouldn't work up and down. Now we're gonna install the new part. This is for a 99 to a 07. Part number DL41645FR2WRA 741-645. And it's for a 1500 2-door right hand passenger side window regulator. And we're gonna reinstall the new one and I'll see you when it's done. Remember, we have 3 bolts, 1, 2, 3, and we have 3. 1, 2 for the motor and 3 on top. And then we have the re-rail, so when we slide in the new window, we can re-rail the window so it can go up and down straight. I'll be back to show you how to adjust this one. This is a bit hard, but not really. It's a DIY project. Hopefully I can help anybody in need, and hopefully this can teach people how to save money avoiding very expensive window places. I priced this at a window shop. They priced me at $160 with the part. DIY, $70. I do it myself. It takes me about 30 minutes to do it, and I just saved myself $100. Okay, so I've always thought this was missing. Sorry, a little blurry. I always thought this was missing. I didn't have it in there, so right now when I was installing the regulator, it popped down. It just popped down out of nowhere. So basically what happened here was they tried to open the truck and they broke the plastic. They broke the plastic piece to get to the little clip and unlock it. Lock it, unlock it. We will have to go get a new door mounting so we can reinstall this and have it at 100. For now, we'll just throw it here and let it sit there until we come back with this video. I'll do a video on this so I can do it for a lot of people that need help doing it. All right, make sure if it happens to you, make sure you put this down so they won't be able to mess with it, because if they get to it through the little hole, they'll be able to lock it and unlock it. All right, back with the video. The regulator's back in place. We have 6 bolts to put on, and then we'll slide in the window again. I'm gonna try to slide the window in before I tie the regulator so that I can manage to clip in the window how it's supposed to be clipped. And we'll see how it looks. Okay, look, you have these. This is the window guideline. Make it go up and down, so make sure this is not broken and it's a good piece in there, and there's nothing wrong with it. Because if this piece broken, you're gonna have problems going up and down. And this piece, unfortunately, you can't find it on auto parts. You probably would have to go to the junkyard or dealership. But mine is good, it's in good conditions, and it seems to be perfect. To remove this one, it has a bolt on this side, and once you remove this bolt, it comes right up. Okay, so let me go back and put these 3 bolts and those 3 bolts, and I'll come back with the video. All right, so we have all 3 bolts. Then we have all 3 bolts. Now we need to look for the electrical part for this, so we can lower the regulator all the way down and we can stick the window in. Let me look for that. It's somewhere in the truck, and I'll come back with this video. So we have the regulator in place. I did not tie up the bolts because we don't need to tie them up yet. I am going to lower down the regulator right now, and once I lower down the regulator, we'll reinstall the glass in. And once we put the glass in here, we'll adjust the 2 bolts with the regulator. For now, what you need to do is make sure it goes up and down, but we forgot one thing: to plug it in. All right, so it's a new regulator, shouldn't have any problems, shouldn't have any issues. Let's go for it. Ooh, sweet, 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 sweet and smooth like butter. All the way up. Okay. I see. It's not moving properly because it's not tied up. So let's take our time to tie up all the bolts. Now that we see that it works perfect, there we go. This is very fast, especially if you have this tool. It's a Milwaukee Fuel. It's the middle one. It works miracles. You can remove tires with this, so highly recommend it. Fuel, brushless, Milwaukee. All right, this is enough for commercial. Remember, nobody's paying me for this, but I just like these tools. They're pretty handy and they're pretty solid, and they work miracles. Okay, so now we have everything back in place. It's all tied up. You can do it hand tied too if you don't have the tools like I do. Remember, I do this for a living, so okay, this is a bit off. Okay, something's going on with this. It's not regulating down. Okay, I'll be back with the video. Let me double check everything and see why the problem is going on. Okay, so problem solved. This one has a little nail on the side that needs to get in here, and that's basically what's stopping it from coming down. So what we're gonna do is make sure that the nail falls into place, and it's like this. Once it's in place, we can retie everything. In this case, we're gonna put this back in here. We're gonna do this one back in place. Okay, once we have it in place, just a hand tight will work, and then the lower one. Same here, the nail is not coming all the way out, so let's remove all 3 bolts and make sure this nail is in here. If not, you're gonna have issues. All right, I'll come back with the video. Back with the video. Everything is installed. The mechanical issue was something with the motor going all the way up and derailing. So basically I railed it, fixed it. Hopefully it doesn't do that no more. If it does, we're gonna have to take it apart and return it. It's Duralast, so I always use O'Reilly's for this type of stuff, but they didn't have it today, so I had to use AutoZone. They give you a warranty, but the labor, you know, doesn't come back. So yeah, let's hope and wish everything goes well after we install it, and it lasts us at least 2 years so it can pay itself off. All right, let me come back with the video. You know what, actually I'm gonna record. I'm gonna show you how to reinstall the mirror and how to make it go down to here. Okay, I can't see it here, but it's in there somewhere. And then we'll tie it up, rail the mirror up here, and it'll be ready to go. Let me hook you guys up here so you guys can see how I reinstall the mirror. You guys are hooked up to what I'm about to do right now. So let me reinstall the mirror. Hopefully you guys can see how I do it, and you know how it's done after this video. Let's get to it. So we have the mirror. What we do is we put it through the outside. Sure this end goes in first. It goes in. It goes in. Once it starts going in, it starts railing in place. Once it rails in place, you guys make sure the other side is going in well. So usually I install it without removing this, but this one is just plain hard to get, so we'll remove this. Once you remove this, it'll be way easier. So, same procedure. You'll get it from the outside. Be careful because these are very fragile. You don't want to break it. I've broken one before and it sucked for me. It hella sucked for me. Yeah, had to go to the junkyard, pay $45 for a new one, and made a 1 hour job into a 5 hour job. Basically, we're almost there. Just need to remove this one, fix it up, and there we have it, back in place. Make sure it falls in the rail, make sure it falls in place, and once it falls in place, you re-rail this, make sure it's correctly re-railed. Not the umbrella. We did not secure the umbrella today, but hopefully it stays in place. Okay, so once you have that, make sure you reinstall the bolt. Oh no, this is not the one. It's gonna be this one. Reinstall the rating bolt. And make sure it's right where it's supposed to be, in the middle. Alright, so these bolts, you want to try to tie them with by hand. Don't use power tools because they break very easy. So let's look for a wrench and we will reinstall the door panel. Perfect. We got a wrench. My favorite. We have this one. Remember, it's only hand tight. You don't want to go past the limit because you can break the window or you could damage the regulator. So this one, we'll need to reinstall the key, turn on the switch so we can bring the elevator up, and we'll do it up here. Okay, here's the key. Let's do it. Everything is connected like a truck. Okay, so we have this here, and all we need to do now is tie up this bolt. Remember, hand tight only. Don't go past the limit, because if you go past the limit, you can break the glass, or you can damage the rail. then you have to take it back to the auto parts and get a new one. You don't want to do that. We reinstalled the little guider. Grab a rag. We clean it up since it's already opened. It won't be like this for a long time. So you want to clean all this thing up. I don't have a compressor, so works the same. Okay, we have the rail. Make sure it goes all the way up, come back down, all the way up, down, up. Going up is a little trouble. Ooh, what was that? Okay, I think I know what that is. That is gonna be this. It's gonna be the window thingy. I think that's what caused the problem in the first place. That's what broke the window in the first place. Ooh. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is try to see what we can do with that. It's here. And it needs to be up here. So what we're gonna do is keep it away from the rail itself and see if it's on the way. All right. We'll put some WD-40 right here in the edge. That'll make the window go up and down a lot smoother. You can put it on this side too. And like I said, it would make it go smoother. Everything seems to be working fine. So we'll put the door panel back in place. We'll put everything together. Make sure everything is working fine. And hopefully we get it done. All right, I'll come back when everything's put back together and we'll call it a day. So this is a finalized moment. Unfortunately, this part broke, so I had to put it before. It's the part that holds onto this. So if you don't untie this little bolt, you will break it, and then you have to replace the whole hand. For the hand, you have 1, 2, 3, and I don't know if you can see it, but 4. You remove those 4 bolts, size 7. This whole entire piece comes out, and you just replace it. This part usually you could get at the junkyard. They're hard to get, but once in a full moon you catch a good one. All right, so I'll put it back together, come back with the video and show you the end results. Thanks. So we have the video to finish this off. At the end we did have to remove this. Just be very careful, it has 2 clips. It's better if you stick a screwdriver or flathead here and pop this one out, and then here and pop this one out, because those are very, very sensitive and they break easy. I've seen it happen in the past. It happened to me in the past before, once or twice, and then it's hard to get these little parts going again. So there we go, all in. Got the window regulator installed and working.